see the shining light. It's time for the children to blink and ride.
Hi colored kids, this is Katie Carty Hiley of RainbowBrite.net. Welcome back to the Rainbow Land Museum, and welcome to the first episode of what I'm going to call the RainbowBrite.net Gazette. Because I have a lot of random things to tell you guys about today, so there was not one particular title that was going to work for this video because it's not one particular item I'm talking about or one particular company. It's a lot of just random stuff, but it's all worth showing you and mentioning. So here we go, RainbowBrite.net Gazette number 1. First thing I'm going to tell you about is what I'm wearing because it's so cool. Now, this is a Rainbow Brite inspired costume hoodie. I'll stand up so you can see. It actually has like the color belt built into it. It's got pockets like a good hoodie should. The belt goes all the way around. The hood is just blue. And then it's got rainbow pull strings on it right here. And then of course the rainbow arms, stars. So this is adorable. Even got the red dots up here with the yellow collar. So rainbow inspired makes me super happy because nothing like this has ever been made officially. We've been wanting it for years, but it just hasn't happened. But a fan named Elidor, well, at least that's what she goes by online, has made this hoodie as well as some others. There's a zip-up hoodie, some pullovers, different kinds of merchandise, and not just Rainbow Brite inspired, but she does artwork of all kinds. So you should definitely check this out if you're interested. And I will give you that link where you can purchase this. It's cowcow.com, and that's cow just like the animal, C-O-W. So cowcow.com/Elidor, just E-L-L-A-D-O-R. And if you go to my Instagram account, which my username on there is RainbowBriteNet, all one word, or if you just go to in your browser instagram.com/RainbowBriteNet, it'll take you there as well. She's running a couple of specials that I believe end at the end of this month, where you can get some stuff on sale. So get it while it's cheap if you're interested. And if you see this after the end of January and you're still interested, you should still buy it because it's a great value for what you're getting because this is super well done. I believe this is all just like colored printed onto material. I don't know what that technology is called, but cowcow.com does an amazing job with their whatever they're using to make these items. And I've got something on underneath this to show you as well, but first wanted to show off the hoodie. I got a large because I had gotten a misprint design of a similar hoodie last year from the same company, and it was the perfect size. Whereas this one is actually a little bit big on me. I think I could have gone for a medium and been fine. So I always want to mention that in case you're interested in buying this and you're trying to figure out what size to wear or to buy, because the size charts are sometimes misleading. But as you can see, this has a lot of room, which a lot of people like with hoodies, and I usually do too, but it's almost a little bit too much room for my taste. So I'm probably going to order another one and get a medium. Which I'll just go ahead and mention, since I'm going to probably get a medium of this, I won't need the large, and I'm not going to give away all of my extra things like I'm doing with the dress, which I will get to in a minute, but I'm going to start selling some things on my Instagram, I think. That's my plan at the moment. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, go ahead and do that so you can just keep track, and I'll try to like make announcements before I put things up for sale so you can be on the lookout. I've just got some extra itty bitties. I've got some extra clothing items kind of like this because sometimes I'll just get multiple sizes and then figure out which one works best for me and figure out what to do with the other. So yeah, I'll probably be selling some stuff there, so keep your eyes open. But this is the first thing I wanted to show you, and then underneath here, this is also made by Elidor. Hold on, I'm going to turn around to do the big reveal. Okay. Isn't this the best dress you've ever seen? I mean, the TruffleShuffle dress is adorable and what I would, more wear on a regular basis. But for cosplay, This is the easiest cosplay costume of Rainbow Brite you could ever hope to get, because it's just a dress that you just put on. There are no extra belts you have to put on. I mean, you might want to put on a wig, or I don't know. You don't really need much else. It's got the rainbow arms, it's got the color belt, and the belt goes all the way around. It's even got like the straps on the back. So I love this dress. It's adorable. It's so adorable, and it's so comfortable. It's all, I think it's just spandex. I don't know if you can see, it's a little shiny. And yeah, if you like pull on it, it gets a little see-through. But yeah, it's really stretchy, as you can see. So super comfortable. I actually got 3 different dresses from Elidor. This is also a cowcow.com product that Elidor designed and is selling in her store. So she's got 3 different dresses. I think this one is called the skater dress, if I remember right. There's another one that's the same, except it's more form-fitting. So instead of having a loose skirt like this, it's more just a straight form-fitted skirt. And then there's a third that is short sleeve that's got like rainbow stripes on the sleeves. I think that's about the only difference. It's just short sleeve, so it doesn't have all of this. But they're all amazing and super comfy and super stretchy. So this is a small. I went ahead and got small and medium because, again, she's doing a sale on these as well. It was cheaper if you got 3 at a time, so I just got one of each in small and one of each in medium. But the small ended up being the right size for me. But again, these are really stretchy, so even if you got a size that was too small for you, you'd probably be fine, unless it just, you didn't like the way it looked on you. But again, I'm going to have some mediums to get rid of here soon. So that'll probably be done on my Instagram account. But I love it. I love it. I can't tell you how much I love it, because it's just so rainbow fantastic. Yeah. I just love things that are inspired by Rainbow Brite, and it's filling a gap that's not there in an official capacity. So fans can just make these awesome things these days to make available for other fans, and I think that's great. So you should check that out. Next, I've got so many things to talk about. I don't even know where to go from here. Okay, let's just start at the top of my list. I already mentioned this on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, but if you missed it, there is a Patio Green, Buddy Blue, Lucky, and Champ Sprite 4-pack of itty bitties coming out next month in February from Hallmark. So I'm super excited about that, because we only had Red Butler and Indigo so far as color kids go. So now we're going to get 2 more color kids, 2 more sprites. And these are the same sprites that we got with the limited edition. There were Lucky and Champ already included, but of course they're going to be a little bit different. They're going to be the classic design with the shiny material on the bottom, and the colors will probably be slightly different, that kind of thing. So I'll do a comparison once I get those in. I'll do another video. But I just wanted to mention that those are coming, so be on the lookout, and cross all your fingers and toes that means we'll get the other color kids and sprites, because then we'll be missing Lala Orange, Canary Yellow, Shy Violet, and Spark. So that's another 4. Like, it's 3 kids and a sprite, so I don't know if they would do another 4-pack. Maybe it would be a 2-pack and a couple of loose ones, or a 3-pack. I don't know. They'll figure it out, I'm sure. I just hope that they make them all, because it would be really sad to only have 4 of the 7 color kids and not have all the sprites. So please, Hallmark, pretty please. Okay, so that's coming. There's also, I just wanted to mention this. This is still kind of in the rumor status, but it was on Hallmark.com, so take it as you will. On Christmas Day, for only like half an hour, this was on their website, but my friend Anne Everhart, who has the best timing in the entire world, happened to be looking on their site at that time, and they listed a couple of interactive storybooks that are going to be coming out. There were no pictures of them. It didn't say when they're coming out. There was really no detail. They were just listed kind of in the store. So hopefully that's coming soon. I think we already knew that more books were coming that had been on their website before, but we didn't know how many. We didn't know what type of book they were. But now I think we know they're going to be interactive, which I didn't know what that meant, but I asked a Hallmark employee the last time I was in a shop, and they said they've had children's books like this before where it's like touch sensitive, it'll make a sound, or while you're reading it aloud, it'll make sounds when you get to certain words, or maybe it'll say things back to you. I'm not really sure, but it sounds like a really cool idea, and I'm super stoked to get more Rainbow Brite books in any form. So hopefully that's actually true and wasn't just a glitch on their website. We'll see. But just wanted to put that out there as well. So the dress giveaway, like was in 2 or 3 videos ago, I had that extra TruffleShuffle dress. And the winner is Jade Crow. So I believe you were on Facebook, Jade. So when you see this, go ahead and send me a private message on Facebook, and I'll get your contact info so I can ship that dress to you. But I want to thank everyone who entered the little giveaway. You're all still on a list of mine of things, you know, of people to keep in mind when I have things I just would rather get rid of instead of sell. So even if you didn't win the TruffleShuffle dress, you might win one of these dresses or something similar. Or maybe not win is the word, but you know, maybe I'll send you a message and you can pay the shipping and I'll send it to you. Whatever. We'll figure something out. But thank you to those people who entered. I'm just so happy to have such loyal fans of my webpage, of my channel, Rainbow Brite, period, to interact with. So thank you guys. So next, I've got some shout outs. This is also in the vein of just awesome fans. There are several people who have really been my #1 supporters on YouTube. They comment on practically every video. They encourage me at every turn. They respond to me. You know, we respond to each other on each other's videos. I've just made some awesome friends, basically, on YouTube. And I want them to know how much I think of them. So I'm just going to read off my little list of people who I think are awesome. I've got Molly Kisslinger. And I hope I'm going to read these names right. I'm going to do my best. If I'm wrong, let me know. Kitten Awesome, Philip Gibson, Billy Lake, Shimmer Bright, Evie Schumard, SEO Toy Review, and Lenny Gurley. So thank you guys for being such awesome fans and for always being there to say, hey, great video, or asking me questions. You're keeping it interactive, you're keeping it fun, because if no one were watching these, I wouldn't do them. So I love that encouragement. You're the ones that are keeping these videos happening, basically. So keep it up. Thanks. And if I get some more people that become regular viewers and commenters, I'll do some more short shout outs later. But you should definitely check out those folks because they are awesome fans and just awesome people, and you should check out their channels as well. So next, okay, Lunchbox. Do you remember in my TruffleShuffle review, I got the new TruffleShuffle Lunchbox, which, hold on, I should have grabbed that too. And I said that the TruffleShuffle Lunchbox had Rainbow Brite text in blue, and that's how you would be able to tell that it was a new TruffleShuffle Lunchbox, because all the vintage ones were white. Well, guess what? I was wrong. There are vintage ones that also have blue. So it's a slightly lighter blue, but that could also just be from it being 30 years old and faded. Although this one's still pretty bright, so I don't really think it's faded. But I think what happened is they made 2 different ones in the 80s. Well, more than 2, because there are also the pink version, the dark blue version, that all have the same design on the front. But they also apparently made 2 versions of the yellow one. And, yeah. The only difference is the text color. Well, that's not the only difference, but that's the obvious difference. But then this one has a green border around it that this one does not have, or at least a thick green border. This one has a very thin border. But what's really the difference and what's important is this one is not a sticker. This is just printed on the actual plastic, whereas this is a sticker that is stuck on. So my guess is that the non-sticker version came first, and then it probably was cheaper to make stickers and stick them on. So I would imagine this is kind of like first run, second run type deal, because the pink one and the blue one both have stickers as well. And because they're less common, I would assume they came out later than the yellow, because most kids that had one of these in the 80s had the yellow. That's the most recognizable one. So I'm assuming they just made another yellow that went along with the pink and the blue and just made it a sticker as well. So I say that so that you're not confused if you see one online with blue text that says it's vintage and you're like, wait, I thought only the new one had blue. I was wrong. I am happy to admit when I'm wrong because it educates both you and me. I did not know this. I actually went on eBay and found this one because I did not own one with blue text, or I would have mentioned it before. But thankfully there was one available on eBay, so I went ahead and snatched that up so I can add it to my collection because I have to have them all. But so it's a little bit more similar to the TruffleShuffle one. So there's your Lunchbox history lesson of the day. You put those out of the way. Next, in my, which video was this? I guess it was the history of the Rainbow Brites. Yeah, the history of the 18-inch Rainbow Brite dolls. I mentioned the red bottom 12-inch doll, but at the time I could not find it in my collection. I found it! When I was doing my video tour, I just was like, after the fact, I was like, wait, why is there a random Rainbow Brite sitting on that shelf by herself? That's odd. I wouldn't normally just put an extra sitting out like that. And sure enough, it was the red bottom, so I had already added her to the collection, I put her out in the museum to look pretty and completely forgotten I had done it or forgotten where I put her. So, yay, she's been found. But then, after I found her, I saw this little girl on eBay. Notice the difference? The shoes. So there's star shoe version and regular shoe version, both red bottom. And these were both made in Taiwan. Because I think I mentioned before that the large one, the 18-inch with the red bottom, was also made in Taiwan. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say all the red bottom dolls were probably made in Taiwan. If you ever find one that was not, definitely let me know, because that would be super interesting, and I would probably want to buy it from you. But that would just be good information to have. But yeah, everything else is the same. Their dresses are the same. Shoes, same designs. Their hair is the same. This one's in a little better condition than this girl, but she lost her rainbow off of her dress. So sad. But anyway, here's my red bottom. And yeah, like the top is still blue. It's just the halfway up. Let me pull this back a little bit so you can see. Just like the 18-inch doll. It's red halfway up and then it turns to blue. So, there's a doll lesson, history lesson. Then, well, here, I'll just show you this real quick. This is just an eBay haul kind of thing. I finally got a Mitten box, Lala Orange, that's never been removed from the box. I think the only one I'm missing now is Tickle Pink, except for Moonglow, of course, because getting her in the box, yeah, good luck. Maybe one day I'll find her, and if I do, she'll probably be $3,000. But I doubt I will ever own a Mitten box Moonglow, but obviously I always keep my eyes open for such things. But apart from Moonglow, now the only other one I need is Tickle Pink. So hopefully I will find her soon and be able to get her. But here's Lala, so yay, I gotta find a spot to put her. And what's left? Oh, real quick, the Jumbo Itty Bitty back here is now available for purchase online, because at the time I did my review, she was not. She was only in some stores, and I think she's probably showing up in more stores now, but honestly, I'm not sure. Let me know if you've been searching for her and still haven't been able to find her in your local stores. I would be curious to know that, so yeah, definitely leave me a comment and tell me that. And then the last thing, I'm pretty sure, yes, December Twink. You heard that right. Okay, so we've got, well, wait, let me get the first one. Where is he? Here we go. We have Twink from June. We have Twink from November. This is the one with the wonky arm. Sorry, I should have gotten those out beforehand. But anyway, now we have a Twink from December. It says it right here. Don't know if you'll be able to read that. But he also has the gray tag to look for back here. And on his tush tag, it also says December 15. Where is it? Yep. So again, I went to Hallmark, not looking to buy anything, and I just happened to pick up a Twink, thinking, let me see if it's a November Twink or a June Twink. And it was neither. It was a December Twink. So, I guess they're on the third run of at least Twink. I did not see any other December dolls, but I've only been to that one store since I found him, so it's not like I've been doing a lot of searching. But if you're ever at your local store anytime soon, check the tags and let me know if you see any December dolls. I'm just curious if they're on the third run of any others, or if it's just him. Because I know he was unavailable for purchase online for a good long while, and maybe it just took a while to get him back in stock, so maybe that's why they did a run in November and another one in December. They probably wanted to get some available for the holidays, but maybe they weren't able to get the entire number that they wanted, so here's some more for December. And he does not have a wonky arm. They're stuffed the same, and it doesn't, like, fall back like the November Twink seems to do. So maybe that was part of it, too. Maybe they didn't like the wonky arm, and they fixed it and just made some more. That's the only difference. He looks exactly the same. He's just got a different date on him. But wanted to let you know that he is out there. So if you want to go search for your own December Twink, let me know if you find him, because that would just be cool. I really do think that's everything. I know this has been random, kind of all over the place, because it's just, yeah, the holidays came and went, and then it's New Year's, and I've just been busy, and yeah, stuff kept happening, but I didn't have time to do a video for each individual thing that I found, and I just figured I'd put it all together into one, since it's very small random stuff. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully next time I do a video, I'll have something more concrete to tell you about, instead of just rumors and what's coming and some random history facts and eBay hauls, and awesome clothing that is available online. But until then, have Rainbow Day, and Rainbow Week, and Rainbow Month, and Rainbow every day! Sorry, I'm getting really silly now. I've missed you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.